They say the past never leaves you, but sometimes it follows you like a shadow you can't escape. In the small, decaying town of Hawthorn Hills, a dark secret has haunted generations. And one lantern, one cursed lantern, holds the key to it all. Jess grew up on the edge of Hawthorn Hills, in a farmhouse that seemed to breathe with dread. Her mother was cold. Her father vanished without a trace when she was just a child. The town itself had a dark history. Children disappearing, families plagued by unexplained tragedies, and whispers of something lurking in the shadows. One winter night, when Jess was 8, a woman named Sarah Wilkes vanished after leaving a family gathering. She carried a lantern that had once belonged to Jess's father. It was the only clue anyone found, and it would change everything. The lantern that Sarah Wilkes carried wasn't just a lantern. It was a key to something far darker, something that Jess should have never uncovered. Years later, Jess returned to her old home. She needed to sort through the past, but she wasn't ready for what she would find. In the attic, she discovered a dusty box filled with old photographs, letters, and the lantern. The same lantern that Sarah had carried. The moment she touched it, it flickered to life, glowing softly, even though it wasn't connected to any power source. The photographs showed Sarah smiling innocently, but in the background, a tall, faceless figure lingered. Jess knew instantly it was her father. That night, the dreams began. Terrifying visions of Sarah Wilkes calling for help, the lantern glowing brighter with every step. Each time Jess tried to wake, she was pulled back until she awoke to a shadow in the corner of her room. Tall, faceless, watching, she could hear whispers, cold and deliberate, calling her name. Outside near the woods, the same figure waited, never approaching, just watching. Digging deeper, Jess found a cold case file linking Sarah Wilkes to multiple disappearances, all of them connected to the town's abandoned church, the very place her father worked before he vanished. It became clear the lantern was not a clue. It was the source of the power behind these disappearances. Jess was being drawn into something far beyond her understanding, a darkness that had waited for her all these years. She returned to the abandoned church. The doors groaned as she pushed them open, the air thick with malevolent energy. At the center, on a cracked altar, sat the lantern. And there, lurking in the shadows, was the faceless figure, her father. But he was no longer human. His skin was pale, his eyes burned red. He was the keeper of the lantern, cursed to trap souls forever. The lantern absorbed the souls of those who came too close, feeding his power for years. Sarah Wilkes wasn't the first victim, only the last to glimpse the truth. Jess tried to leave, but the doors slammed shut. Every attempt to touch the lantern pulled her closer to its dark energy. Her father revealed the curse was meant to protect the family, but in doing so, he condemned everyone, including himself. With one final burst of courage, Jess grabbed the lantern and shattered it. A blinding light filled the church, engulfing everything. Her father screamed, his form dissipating into nothingness. The darkness lifted. For the first time in years, Jess ran, free from the church, free from the curse. Or so she thought. She returned to her childhood home. Standing in the yard, feeling the breeze, she sensed a strange peace. The burden of the past seemed lifted until she saw it. The shadowy figure from the woods, watching, fading into the fog. The lantern is broken, but darkness never truly disappears. It only waits to return. Thank you for listening to the... If you dare, subscribe for more stories of darkness, shadows, and the secrets that hide just beyond the light. And remember, some shadows never leave. They wait for you